And we are on. Hi there guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we're going to be talking about stealth wealth, or what they're now calling the phrase quiet luxury. And I guess it's quite ironic I should be talking about that when I'm actually rocking my Prada jacket right now, as you can probably pick up from the video. Yeah, but anyway, this phrase has been coined since Gweyneth Paltrow. She went to court, and she was sued. Somebody attempted to sue her for basically causing an accident on a skiing trip a few years ago. This old guy in his 50s, I think, or 60s. It looks like he's probably in his 70s. Anyway, he got hit by her allegedly, and anyway, when she went to the court, she appeared in very high-end clothes, but they with no logos on them at all. Her bag was not logoed at all, so it wasn't a Louis Vuitton, it wasn't a Gucci, it wasn't a Prada, it wasn't a Balenciaga. It was just I don't know what her bag was. It could have been, maybe it might have been Bottega Veneta with no logo on it, because I know they have no logos on Bottega pieces. Yeah, they all liked the way she dressed. It looked elegant without looking like she's trying, and that's what a lot of people are like aspiring to these days now. And I've got to be honest, I myself have been trying to go that way for the last year or so, but the problem is the pieces I like do have some type of logo on them. So I've had an alternative but to buy the Prada with the logo cap, or buy the Moncler with the logo on the cap, or buy the Elite, or buy the Gucci, you know, because it does have the logo on it, which is a shame to a degree. But on the other end, it's kind of, I don't mind it either, you know. But it's when it gets to like being really large, I think it becomes a bit obnoxious, because it just creates that aesthetic. It just makes people think that you think you're cool because you're wearing out. What makes people think, in my mind anyway, it makes people think that you're trying too hard, or you're trying to compensate. Why have you got a logo on? Why have you got all them logos on? You know. And I've gotta be honest, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've gotta be honest. Gweyneth Paltrow did look pretty cool, because we all know she's a millionaire anyway. So, like with celebrities, they don't need to wear designer stuff. In fact, it looks better for them. It makes them look like they're cooler, they're above that. They can just say, oh, I can just rock up in like a sort of hobo looking stuff. It may be designer, it may not be. It's up to you to decide, but it doesn't matter, because you know I can afford it anyway. And I've always thought because like, I remember when I used to go to Birmingham a lot more, with my friends. We used to go to Birmingham, and whenever we'd see someone like in like a Versace t-shirt or something, we'd always say, God, look at him, he's trying to flex, he thinks it's cool or something. We'd all sort of think, look at him, he's trying to look like he's got money, you know. And that's always been my fear. I don't want to project that out on the world, you know. I just want to like wear what I like. But like, I know like H&M stuff, it just looks a bit boring to me. I know like Topshop, or New Look Men, it just looks very like Zara. It just looks a bit plain. There are some okay pieces what I buy, but like outerwear type of like coats, hoodies, they look very like plain. So I have to buy designer. Well, I don't have to, but I prefer to buy it. But like with me, when I buy a designer piece, I won't just like buy one and just use it for a year or two. You know, I'll keep it, you know, for a good 5, 6, 7+ years. You know, I mean, I've got a Versace sweater that I bought when I was 16. You know, so I've had that for like 10 years. You know, and it's still in good condition. Oh, look, it's starting to rain. I was going to go outside as well. I was actually going to go outside, but for a walk and a jog, but I can't no more. Yeah, so as I was saying, like, I think like stealth wealth is and quite luxury. The only problem I have with it is that, like, if everyone's wearing quite luxury, or everyone's going to start doing that, then how are we going to decide what, you know, how are we going to know if they're wearing quite luxury or not? For all we know, they've just got something from Zara. Unless we go in Zara and see what the clothes are to decipher if it's quite luxury, or if it's just Zara, or if it's just new look, you know. But I guess that's probably what I'd have to do. Like, I'd probably just go in new look, seeing all the pieces, and then it would give me an idea of what's out there. So then I can sort of like see, oh, is everyone wearing that? I've seen that in their new look. I've seen that in Zara before. I know what it is. But because like designer stuff now, compared to back in like 10 years ago even, they've not made as high end as it used to be back in 10 years ago. They was made much more like expense. The fabrics, like the embroidery, they actually had embroidery on the t-shirts back then. Now it's just like printed, like Balenciaga t-shirt for like £400-500, versus back then, if anything was like that price back then, it never would be that price back then, but if it was, it wouldn't just be printed, you know. And I know for a fact that a lot of embroidery, it doesn't really cost much to do anyway. It only costs like a few pounds more to do than a printed one. So it obviously means these designers and these luxury companies are just making them in China anyway. So yeah, I think stealth wealth is one to consider if you want to, you know, just basically go out and not be bothered, not have to worry about people's judgment. You can just say, yeah, this is me, I'm wearing this. I don't care if it's not designer, or it maybe is designer. We don't know. You don't know unless you find out. And I think that's more unassuming piece to wear. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Tell me what you thought of my video and my ideas. Because I really think there's a place for designer, you know, logo, and you know, logo branded clothing, and self, you know, quite luxury or stealth wealth. So I'd definitely mix and match them all, because I think it's important to be like cerebral and like have two forms that you gravitate to, rather than just like one. Because then if you go too one-sided, you can look like you're trying to impress too much if you've got logos on. And if you go too much to the other side, it looks like this self luxury is not this stealth health, this stealth wealth, or this silent luxury. It's not really silent luxury. It's just cheap clothes you're getting from Zara, and you're pretending to be luxury. So there's one to think about. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, tell me for the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.